Oh man, so the Apple Watch Ultra 2 just dropped yesterday, and I gotta be honest, I was pretty underwhelmed. I mean, I didn't really have high hopes or anything, but it didn't really get much of anything, really. A brighter screen, which honestly isn't even needed because this thing is plenty bright. I've never had a complaint. It got a double tap feature, which I thought was new, and then everybody in the comments was like, no, you idiot, that's been around for a long time. And then I found it. The original has it. I think the Series 4 has it. And it got a new chip and a couple new watch faces, but that's about it. Nothing groundbreaking. This is kind of the problem with companies that come out with product releases every single year, like on a schedule, like the iPhone and the Apple Watch or GoPro, but companies that don't follow suit and only update their products when they absolutely have to, when they absolutely can't jam any more into it that they need an entire overhaul. Those are the companies and the products that I get really excited about. Whoop, a wearable, one of my favorite wearables and the reason you clicked on this video. I mean, if we think about version 3, right? Not the current one, the one before that. It was a little big, a little bulky. It had a battery that was cool because you slid it on, you didn't have to take it off, but it shorted out in water. The strap design was annoying as hell. That came out in 2019. 2021, Whoop 4.0 comes out. It's much smaller, much sleeker. It's got a battery that does not short out in water. It's waterproof. It's freaking awesome. It's also smaller. The strap was completely overhauled and is now very easy to put on. But not only that, it got better sensors, a better processor, which made it far more capable. And the sheer amount of updates they've dumped into the 4.0, if you think about it, quite impressive. But me personally, I kind of feel like they've hit the limit. I would hate for the Whoop 5.0 to be as meh as the latest Apple Watch and iPhone release. So I've thought long and hard about what I think the top 5 must-have features in the Whoop 5.0 should be, and I'm going to lay them on you now. Number 1 is I want a full 7 days of battery life. I don't know if you knew this, but when Whoop 4.0 came out, they slimmed down the battery a ton, but they also had brand new battery technology that allowed it to be much smaller, but still give us the same battery performance. However, they've shoved so much more into this battery, and it's older, right? Batteries kind of like lose their lifespan, that I am now getting like 2.5 days of battery life. I don't know how you feel about this, but me, I want a full 7-day battery life, and I don't care if they have to make the Whoop a little bit bigger again to accomplish this. I'm sure they could figure it out so where they don't have to change the strap design, that they don't have to change the battery puck we currently have, the way it slides on. I just really want a 7-day battery life. I go on a lot of like week-long trips, and I would love to not have to take a battery pack with me. That's just one more thing I could potentially lose. Hey, dude. That's a weird angle. Sorry. You don't need to be staring at my junk. Oh, I'm actually kind of excited. Some packages came in. Check that out, the brand new GoPro Hero 12. The official camera of fun. Is this the creator kit? Cool, thanks GoPro, because it comes with the GoPro and the Max Lens Mod 2, which I definitely just broke. It's so hard to take like a big camera like this out on a run and make the run count. But this little guy is so much easier, and I already have a chest harness for it, so GoPro, thank you so much. I'm really excited to do some more outdoor hiking, rucking, and running stuff with the GoPro Hero 12. So I just finished a run, and very slowly and in very small increments, I'm getting better. But now that I've started dabbling in running, I now see that Whoop is really lacking in endurance athlete-based features.
As good as Whoop is at measuring heart rate types of things, things like pacing, mileage, and especially the GPS are far from perfect. I've had numerous times where I've ran and it will accurately calculate the first half of the run, and then the second half, it just gives up and shows me teleporting home. So Whoop, we really got to improve the GPS here.
Let me jump in right here. Future Brandon editing that video. Listen, let me clarify something I said about Whoop sucking with these types of endurance metrics. That's if Whoop is operating on its own. If you're wearing an Apple Watch, it's completely different. Like this morning, I hiked and ran, and in both cases, it accurately measured the route I took for running. It measured the distance, pace, elevation gain, etc. In hiking, it did the same thing. It gave me accurate distance, accurate speed, and accurate elevation gain. So if you're by yourself, or if you're using Whoop by itself and you're not using your phone for something like Strava or an Apple Watch, then yeah, the metrics are pretty poor. Okay, back to the video.
It would be so nice to see those types of metrics for running, but also things for hiking and swimming, cycling, rucking. And along those same lines, if you remember when Whoop first got started, they were really marketed towards the hardcore athlete, right? Especially when they got picked up by CrossFit. But I think Whoop's made some very necessary changes over the last few years that kind of softens that image, and not in a bad way, meaning that they're more accepting rather than like, this is how it's done, this is what we think is important, and if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Because that's kind of how it used to be. Things like mental health and women's health now are very readily available in the journal. You can track those types of metrics, you can track those types of things, and I think that's great. One thing Whoop hasn't added yet that people keep asking for, and I think it's about time, is for steps. I understand that they're not the greatest factor in measuring health and fitness, but so many people use steps as a measurement of their health and fitness. So Whoop, I think it's time that you add a step counter.
Number 3, I want my 3 scores on my Apple Watch. That's right. Whoop, I've asked for this many times, and some of your people have even told me it was coming, but it hasn't yet. It's making me frustrated. Listen, I am not the only person that is ditching their phone, that is trying to disconnect from the phone, leave the phone at home altogether, and just use a smartwatch so I can disconnect a little bit more. Having my 3 scores on the Apple Watch would be amazing. I don't need all of the metrics. I just want the 3 scores on the damn Apple Watch. Please just give me that. I know it can't be that hard to make a widget. Pay the money, pay the Apple fee, put the widget on the Apple Watch. Please make that happen. Number 4, this is a huge one, and I suspect it will never be done on the Whoop 4.0. It's got to come from a much gnarlier processor of the Whoop 5.0, and that's we've got to make the strength trainer automatic with workout detection, just like all the other workouts. The strength trainer was a genius idea. So many people asked for it. It was awesome that you made it. Not only that, you put a ton of exercises in there, tutorials how to do it, pre-uploaded workouts. But unless you're doing a pre-uploaded workout, my God, it's one of the most tedious things of all time. I've got to enter every single exercise that I do, and then I've got to hover over the phone that I don't even want to have on me and hit, work or rest. So I've got to just hover over the phone and dictate when I'm resting or when I'm starting a set. It takes too much time. And if you think about something, then you've got to go back and figure it out. Whoop, you've got to be able to make this so I can work out and it auto detects what I've done. And to piggyback off of that, we've got to find a way to allow bicep bands to be used in Strength Trainer as well. Number 5, more accurate sensors. Let's be honest, that's what everybody wants. I took a poll on YouTube and Instagram, and everybody pretty much unanimously, I think it was 80% of people were like, we need better sensors. People want this to work better. They want more accurate sleep data. They want more accurate, like, caloric burn data. They want more accurate strain data. Please don't skip on the primo sensors so you can put shittier sensors in there and thus raise your profit margin. Like, hear me out, maybe just build the ultimate wearable you possibly can and see how that goes over. I would love to see a non-invasive glucometer built into it. I know that's a pipe dream. That's never going to happen. And even if you built it, Apple would come along and buy your company out from underneath you so that they can have that technology, and then Whoop would just dissolve into nothing. But I mean, freak, wouldn't that be amazing? I think if you could make this Christmas list happen, man, you would have a lot of happy boys and girls out there. Now, last time I did this, I got a lot of comments like, that's it? That's all you want? And it's not that I'm easy to please or that I just don't expect anything. You got to understand, I really love my Whoop, and I love what it's not. I love that it's not a smartwatch. So many of you are like, I want a screen. I don't want a screen. I'm trying to disconnect as much as possible. I don't want notifications. I don't want a screen. I don't want anything like that. I want Whoop to be what it is. I just want it to be a little more powerful and expand what it can do just a tiny bit more. And again, this is my list. If you want to fight me down in the comments, go for it. I don't really care. Or make your own list and post that video up. Down in the comments below, I want you to write the exact date that you think Whoop 5.0 is coming out. And when it does, I'll come back into the comments and I'll see whoever is closest. I will donate 3 months of free Whoop usage. So I'll give you a 3-month credit and you can pick pretty much any band you want. How's that? No editing though. You can't come back like after it and like edit. If I see any edits, you're automatically disqualified. So go down to the comments, leave the exact date you think Whoop is coming out, and whoever is closest, you're gonna get some free good stuff. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. You know, obviously we're probably not gonna see eye to eye, so down in the comments below, let me know what other things I missed or that you want. And if you enjoyed the video, if you thought it was fun and entertaining, you know, speculating is always fun, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. But that's it. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.